Thank you to Wix for sponsoring this video. Hello everybody.
Hello. A few months ago, Wix got in touch with us and asked if we would like to work with them to produce a website, which was fantastic because we were thinking about building an online store anyway. So we said yes, and that's what we've done.
Yeah, so I've done a video where I'm basically walking you through me creating a website and an online store. So most of it is screen recording with me voicing it over, and it's just me walking it through so that you can see how I've done it step by step.
Now, neither of us have ever used Wix before, so this was a completely new experience to us, and you will see Andrea's learning curve as she goes. Many of us who are online traders are looking for alternatives now and looking towards building their own online stores. So hopefully this will be useful to you and interesting to watch how we got on.
Yeah, okay, let's get to it. So this is the page that we will see first, and we're going to click through to create a new site. It gives you options of what kind of website you're creating, so I've chosen online store. And then I'm going to choose the editor, not the ADI version, so that I can show you how the editor works. The first thing that you'll see is they will give you options for templates. So scrolling through, you can see what some of the templates look like. As you can see, you can filter the templates so that you can find something that matches your brand or the product that you're selling. So although I'm not selling arts and crafts, I quite like the minimalistic look of some of these templates. So I'm going to choose this one and have a look at it. So as you can see, you can click onto full demo and you can walk yourself through the whole website and give yourself an idea of what the site might look like once you have created it for yourself and added your own products and customized it for your business. I really like the look of this particular template. It's minimalistic, it's clean, it's not fussy. So I think this is the one that I'm going to choose. So I've clicked the button above in the right hand corner to edit and create this website for myself. Okay, so this is the editor. So the first thing that we need to do, once we have chosen this as our site that we're going to edit, we then have to choose a plan, and I've chosen the premium plan, so we're just saving that now. But in order to save it, we first have to choose our free domain name. Now we've decided to go with The Hills Are Alive, which is the name of our eBay shop, and because people already know that as being part of our brand, we've decided to stick with that name for our online shop. So we've chosen The Hills Are Alive. So this is a free domain name that you get to start with. And now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. So now I've done that, and we're back to the editor. So we're going to go ahead and start editing the front page. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the free shipping message at the top and just change the colour so it's not quite as harsh. So I've clicked on changing the background, and I'm changing the strip background here. Then it pops up with different colours, and you can choose different shades of certain colours. So I've decided to go for a nice natural palette and for it to be a bit more pastel and quite calming. Okay, now that's done, you can see that I've highlighted shop collections, and then if you click on that text box, you can edit the text. In the top left hand corner, you can see that you can choose the mobile option. So you can click on the mobile icon and then it will show you what the site will look like on your mobile. But back to the desktop version for now. I've decided that I'm going to keep the menu at the top as it came. I've also decided that I'm keeping the 4 boxes here, and I'm going to just personalise this with my own categories for the shop. If you ever need any help navigating the site, trying to work out what the menus do, or if there's a particular thing that you want to do and you can't figure out how to do it, you can go to support and a page will come up from Wix which will explain the process to you and just to give you a few helpful hints and tips. Okay, so eventually I worked out that if you highlight the strip, then you get a Manage Media button on the left hand side at the top, and if you click on that, you can then manage the strip and manage all the pictures and the text and everything within the strip. So here I can replace all of the images with my own product images, and then I can link that to the category page so that when you first land on the home page, you click through, it takes you to the products, and then coming down to the bottom of the page to the footer, I don't need most of this information, if any of it, so I can just go ahead and click on the strip, manage the columns, and then I can choose a column and delete the columns that I don't need. I could also take the strip out completely, or I could completely replace it with something different. And then moving to the strip above, I've decided for now that I will keep this box and we'll create a weekly newsletter for our customers. So here I'm just going to customize what this looks like, change the colours and just make it look a little bit more visually pleasing. If you click on the media button and choose buttons, then you can see that you can change what the button looks like, you can change the colours, so you can customise that as well. So I've just chosen a nice rounded button with a lighter colour. It fits in with the natural palette that I'm looking for. And I can also change the text so it doesn't say join, and I can change it to submit instead. So moving up to the strip above, I can click on Manage Media and change the images and the titles in exactly the same way that I will do with the product boxes above that. And we'll have one box that links to our blog. I'm going to create a blog, but not in this video. That will be in a separate video. Okay, so coming to the top of the page, in the left hand corner at the top you'll see that there are some social media icons. These are clickable links, so I'm going to click through and customise them and add the links for our own social media sites. And moving across to the right hand side, in the right hand corner, you'll see an area where it says add to cart, so that's very American, so I'm going to customise that and change that to add to basket. So now I'm going to edit the shop pages and change all of the names of the categories for my shop. So obviously I'm not selling note cards, so I'm going to add vintage decor instead. So I've changed that on the menu, and now I'm going to change it within the page. And then I'll go through all of the other categories and rename those as well. You can also add or delete any of the category pages. So I didn't need to use all of the pages that were available to me, and I decided to delete one of them. Okay, now I'm on to the About Us page, and I'm going to edit that. Again, you can customise this in any way that you want to. You can add different text, you can add various columns, you can completely change the look of the strip by just adding a new strip. These are all the options that are available to you to change the look of your strip. And once you've chosen one, all you need to do is drag and drop into place. If you don't like that strip for any reason, it's very easy to delete. You just click on it and then you can just delete it. Okay, so now it's time to populate the shop. I'm going to click on the Store Manager on the menu on the left, and then I'm going to go into Add Products. Now it already gives you some templates or some ideas of how it should look, but I'm going to just delete all of those. And then I'm going to add my first product. So you can add digital files. So if you're just selling digital media or you're selling print on demand kind of products, then that's the one that you would select. But obviously we're selling physical items, so I've chosen that one. So I'm starting by adding photographs of my product. You need to add your photographs to the site first. So upload the photos to your media section, and then you can choose them from your media. You can actually edit the photographs within your media, but I've already done that, so I'm ready to go. So once you've uploaded your photos, you can then select the ones that you want and then click to add them to your product listing. Okay, so the photos are now in my product listing, and now I'm just going to populate all of the information about my product. I'm not going to use the ribbon box, but if you chose to use that, that will give you a small ribbon banner across the top of your main photo, and it could say on sale or discounted today or 50% off, or something like that, just to draw the eye of the customer to your product. So I've chosen my price, and then I'm going to write my description. As you can see, there are various different things that you can select or you can fill out, and all of that will be tailored to your business and the products that you're selling. I'm going to add a SKU because that just tells me which box that particular item is in my office. It just helps me to know where that product is when I sell it. Then coming up to the top, you can see that under collections, it still shows all of the original template categories. So I need to delete all of those and add new collections. And then scrolling down, there are different options that you can choose. Where it says tax, that's not something that really relates to us in the United Kingdom, so I haven't done anything with that. Okay, so that's one product entered, and now Wix are prompting me to set up payments. So I've clicked through to that. Yes, I'm in the United Kingdom, and you can see that accept credit cards and debit cards with Wix is recommended, so I'm definitely going to do that. So I've connected that. It does give you a list of prohibited items, so if you're selling any of those things, then you're not able to use Wix payments. We're not, of course. We're selling vintage and retro second-hand items, so I've selected no. Okay, so this is the point where you can set up your shipping rules. So this is the part that becomes quite complicated because there are obviously different postage costs to different areas of the world. So I'm just going to fast forward through this for you. So basically all domestic postage for us will be free, and then I'm going to set shipping policies for the Americas, for Europe and the European Union, for Australia and New Zealand, and then the rest of the world will be a different policy as well. And I've decided to create all the shipping policies for international post based on weight. In order to calculate that, when you're in your product page, just next to the SKU box, there is a box that says shipping weight. So this particular product is under a kilogram, so I'm just going to add the shipping weight as 0.99 kilograms. So when it's calculated, it will use the shipping policy, which is up to a kilogram. So now that I've added some images of stock that I'm going to add to the shop, I can go back to the home page and I can change the photographs in the category boxes. Again, to do this, I click on Manage Media, and then I choose the image that I want to replace, click on Replace Image, and then it will take me to my media, and then I can choose an image for that particular category. And I'm going to do that for all 4 of them. One thing you can do when you're listing your product is you can click on SEO settings, and you can add keywords in the meta description box, which will help your item to be found and to be seen on different search engines. So that's a really useful tool to use. Once you've added all of your products, you'll see that they don't actually show immediately in your category pages. So you need to click on Settings on your category page, and then it will bring up your collections. You choose the collection that you want, highlight it, and then once you've selected it, all the images for that particular collection will show on your category page. One of the products I have 2 of. So I'm going to show you how you can add both of those products to one listing. So if you scroll down, click on Add Product option, and then you can name the option. So I'm just calling it 2 available. And then you can add your choices. It says separate choices with commas. So for the first option, I'm putting 1 duvet cover. And for the second option, I'm putting 2nd duvet cover. So it gives the customer the option to buy just the 1, or you can buy 1 and the second one. And again, if you need any help, you can go to the Wix support, click the small information button, and a page from Wix will pop up just to give you some help with some hints and tips and show you how to use particular features. So again, I'm just adding the weights to each of these options, which will then apply to how much postage will be charged if somebody buys both. Okay, so here I'm adding a contact page. So although there was a heading for contact in the main menu above, the page itself didn't actually exist. So I've just added a new page, chosen a template that I wanted for contact, deleted the empty page, and then as you can see, I'm just reordering my main menu above. And once you've chosen the template that you want to use, you can then customize that in the same way that you've customized everything else. You can change the buttons, you can change the coloring, you can change the background, and you can also change the text. The main thing to remember about each of the Wix pages is they're all broken down into strips. So you can change one strip at a time every time, and you can customize that completely to how you want it. And all you need to do is click on each strip and then click one of the Manage buttons, and you'll find all the tools that you need to customize it the way that you want it. And this is the first draft of my completed shop, and this is how it will look. As you can see, we're in preview mode. This is the front page. This will be where you can click through to go to the blog. There is also an option to click on the top menu to go to blog as well. And then on the right hand side there, you can click through to our spring shop, where you can see all of our t-shirt and bag designs, and you can also purchase our bags and t-shirts from that tab there. And as you can see, I've added a couple of our videos to the bottom on the footer. Okay, let's go and have a look at the shop. As you can see on the shop tab, it gives you all of the categories that you can just scroll down to. I haven't added very many products at the moment. This is really just for the purpose of showing you how this all works, so I'll go in and add more of my products afterwards. but you can get the idea of how it works and what it will look like. Obviously every template will look different, but this obviously gives you an idea of the principles of how to use a Wix site and how to edit it, and the different tools that are available to you. As you can see in the product pages, I've added multiple photographs that you can scroll through. This is the description. There are different share buttons that you can click on to share to various social media. And at the top, every customer will be able to use the drop-down menu to access their accounts, their orders, etc. So then this is our completed About Us page. And then we have our contact page. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like on your mobile. Again, I really like the way that this looks. It's very sleek, it's very clean and minimalistic looking. You have the menu tab at the top, so it's easy to navigate. There's also the drop-down menu for your account if you're a customer. It's easy to find the different shop categories. And you can see you've got the social media icons at the top, so it's easy to link through back to our YouTube or Facebook and Instagram. Everything is easy to navigate and it's easy to read.
So there you go. We hope that was helpful. If you do have any specific questions, please pop them below and we will try and answer those.
Yeah. So just in conclusion, once I got a feel for how everything works and which functions were the ones that were useful to me, I found it really smooth and nice to use. So it's definitely something that I would use to build a website again, and I would definitely recommend it to you if you're thinking about building a website or an online store for your business.
So thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.